Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Quick Break Games, where we cover everything LEGO gaming, and welcome to part 7 of LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens, where we're going to be playing through Chapter 6 of the game, and this is going to be called the Battle of Takodana. Should be a much more exciting level than what we experienced last time, where it was pretty much a filler level. That's definitely not going to return in the Skywalker Saga game, but I think this level, or at least you know, the section of the movie that this level is based on is definitely going to appear in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga later this year. Should be just a couple months away, I would think. Unless, if you guys are watching this video and the game's already been delayed or something, then maybe not.
The First Order, they've done it. Where's Rey?
We must face them. Fight them.
All of us.
Fight them all, okay. Alright. So I better start talking during these cutscenes because I know Disney's going to go after me because these cutscenes have music in them, and they're going to start copyrighting all my videos, which is just a huge pain in the butt. The videos get blocked in countries and everything else. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So if you're watching these cutscenes and the sound just gets really low or something, then that's probably to avoid Disney from striking me down or something. But alright, here we go. Here's stormtroopers coming in on those Imperial shuttles there, or whatever you call those things. Alright. Oh, there's Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, which of course looks like every other lightsaber pretty much. Well, I guess they did make it look kind of unique. That's right. I forgot. It's got the little piece in the bottom that makes it look like Anakin's and Luke's. I completely forgot about that. Because I know it's kind of controversial is in the Skywalker Saga game. Look at this lightsaber combat. We finally get lightsaber combat in this game. Get wrecked, stormtroopers. It's a new mechanic in this game where lightsabers can actually cut through walls and surfaces and things like that.
So much destruction.
Yeah, Takodana is not looking too good, is it? But alright, so let's cut down these stormtroopers, get them out of our way. And yeah, the lightsaber combat, I must say, look at this. So, you see right there, that's the problem with the gameplay of this game. Again, I'm actually a fan of this game. Like, I think it's better than a lot of people give it credit for, but I have to point out some of the flaws, right? So let's go ahead and cut through this. So you saw there, as I was fighting those stormtroopers, I'm lightsabering them. Is that if that's even a word? But you know, I'm battling them up, cutting them up, and then randomly Finn will just pull out his blaster for no reason. And yeah, that's kind of the annoying aspect of this game, is that, like, for some reason there's some characters that have both a lightsaber and a blaster, and that just like doesn't work with the LEGO game gameplay. Like, they need to either set up a separate button for each one, because like on Xbox here, the X button controls both, and on PlayStation it would be square for both the blaster and the lightsaber. So yeah, it's just very bizarre. Like, I just don't know why they did it like that, because like, you want to be using your lightsaber and then he just randomly pulls out his blaster, or vice versa. And yeah, that was like one of the biggest issues. And even the lightsaber combat like doesn't feel as satisfying as it did in like LEGO Star Wars 3, for example, which I've said in the past. I think LEGO Star Wars 3 has the best lightsaber gameplay in the whole game, in my opinion. But yeah, so this is kind of funny. You build a cake, and then that convinces the stormtroopers to go over there and like start doing a First Order birthday party. Look at their First Order birthday helmets there, or hats, I should say. Very funny. Alright, here we go. Here's the blaster battle section that's required in all the levels of this game, apparently. And here we go. This is actually a kind of a longer one, I think. Yeah, you got a lot of troops to take out here. Let's take out this dude here. Use the main goal. Sweet. And now we've got some First Order black TIE fighters here coming up. And they actually had the torpedoes on them, which is interesting. So yeah, those TIE fighters actually start firing torpedoes on you, which kind of makes this blaster battle probably the hardest one in the whole game. You know, of course, I'm playing with like regenerating hearts, I think, or invincibility. I think it was regenerating hearts. So right there, you can kind of see the ground will highlight red, and that signals that they're gonna actually fire a torpedo on you. So you kind of have to you can't see that if you're constantly aiming down your sights. Like, you need to back away and look into cover to actually see that. So that's kind of something you have to pay attention to. Alright, so this is actually kind of cool. You actually get to use a grapple wire in a cover shooting section, which is kind of unique. Let's take out these guys up here. And boom! Now we have to take out 4 more stormtroopers. And blow up that stuff in the back just because we can. And let's switch over to another character because, yeah, the stormtroopers are kind of out of sight. Whoa! See right there? See that red? Yep, you almost got torpedoed there. So it's just something you kind of have to look out for, besides all these stormtroopers firing at you as well. So yeah, it's very, again, if you're not using, regenerating hearts or something like that, this is actually a very tricky blaster battle to gold, without getting killed. Oh wait, there we go, we gotta avoid that. Let's switch over to Han Solo because, wow, they're really firing torpedoes on us. So he's going to highlight a weak point. I think it's over here. Yes, there it is. It's in the statue. I think we have to knock down that statue is what ends up happening. Oh, let's avoid that. So you can just stand kind of like right next to it and it won't hurt you as long as you're outside that red circle. Okay, now we need Chewie. I think we actually pull up our character roster. Yep. Because only 2 characters can be in a blaster battle at once for whatever reason. Not sure why that is. I guess they didn't want too many characters like get in your way as you're moving around the cover. Oh, I just talked over the quote where Maz goes, "I like that Wookiee." Okay. There's more First Order shuttles coming down here. And I think, well, look at, wow. You see that Chewbacca was kind of glitching there on the side of the cover. Okay, I think eventually we're gonna get into that turret, but I don't think it's gonna let us just yet. Okay, let's keep firing at this flamethrower trooper right here. I'll take him out. The flamethrower trooper is actually kind of cool to play as, especially in like Star Wars Battlefront 2. The Battlefront 2 remake, not the original 2005 Battlefront 2, in case you were confused. Okay. Here we have another one. Is it not gonna let me? Okay, there we go. Now it's letting us. It wasn't letting me get in here earlier. So this will take out these guys a lot faster, I believe. And there we go. And look at that, we got gold. How do we do that? Man, we're really good. This is one of the harder blaster battles, and we managed to get gold on it. Just kidding. I know I have regenerating hearts turned on. And whoa, what did I just get shot by? You see that? Chewbacca just kind of like flinched like he got shot, but I have no idea what hit him. Okay, so let's move up here. We're about to do a sort of mini, I guess it's a major boss fight. I don't know if it's a mini boss fight or a major boss fight against one of these stormtroopers. I mean, they kind of made it a big deal. Yeah, this guy. So they kind of made this sort of a big scene in the movie, but he's really just a, standard stormtrooper. I know he's got the special weapon, but okay, let's whip out Finn. Let's lightsaber battle this dude. Watch. Yeah, look. See, I'm trying to lightsaber battle him, and Finn is stinking shooting his blaster. Who at TT Games? I do a lot of praising of TT Games on this channel because I think they overall make really good Lego games, but you know what? They gotta take some criticism every now and then. And yeah, I don't know who at TT Games approved of the combat in this game, where you just randomly whip out a blaster while you're trying to take on some enemies. Like, that makes no sense. Okay, let's just build this, and this is actually gonna magnet him, I guess, up against that little thing against the wall, whatever we just built with our mega build. And look at this combat, man. This combat, again, it's not very good. Is it B? I mean, just look at this. Like, I'm not connecting with any of his hits. Like, I don't know. It's just, I've said this before. It's just very unsatisfying combat. That's like the best way to describe it. So basically, we're gonna have multiple multi-builds here, and each time he kind of puts that electrical shield around him, you just want to build a different multi-build, and that will kind of get him out of it. And then you can do this kind of weird combat. I guess that's the best way to describe this game's combat, just weird. Alright, so now he's going to start charging up his lightning once again, and we're going to have to do the last multi-build, which I believe was on the right side here. Yep. Let's do that. And that sprays water on him, which of course does not work well with electricity. And here we go, we get to the best part of the fight, in my opinion, which is the quick time event section. Look at Finn's face there. It looks so derpy. He looks a little bit better there, but yeah, that shot there was very derpy. Alright, so we took on Finn. Or we took on this stormtrooper. Playing as Finn, I should say. And here we go. He pulls out a broom. Yes. That classic TT Games humor there. And, yeah. So then Han Solo just instantly takes him out. Yeah, man, and all the I think they showed that scene, or part of that scene, in the trailers for this movie when it was coming out. And, you know, they try to make Finn look like he's going to be the Jedi of the movie, then it turns out to be Rey the whole time. And then Finn ends up being kind of a nobody character throughout the trilogy, really. I mean, he doesn't really do too much after this movie, unfortunately. I think even the actor who plays Finn, John Boyega, I believe his name is, I think he was even kind of disappointed with the role that they gave him in the episode 8 and 9, especially. But anyway, that's a little bit of Star Wars drama for you. Okay, there's Kylo Ren, looking very cool.
BB-8. No, you can't. You have to go back. You're too important. They'll help you.
Oh man, she whips out the old banana. Wow, I can't believe they kind of used the same joke twice within the same. Like, that's pretty funny how he actually like has a plate ready, and then she completely freezes up because he's got like force. What is that called? Force freeze? Like, what's the official name of that from you Star Wars fans out there in the comments? Is that force freeze? Is that what you call that? Because we never saw that in the old movies, I don't think. But yeah, they kind of use. He's got a banana. That stormtrooper has a banana as well. That's funny. So they kind of used that same joke 3 times. They had the part where Finn rips out the broom instead of the lightsaber, and then we have Rey whipping out a banana, and now we have a stormtrooper whipping out a banana. So the same sort of joke is used 3 times there, kind of quickly within this level. But I don't know, it's still pretty funny, especially the stormtrooper. I thought that was funnier just because it was kind of in the background. It's something that you just have to notice. It's not in the forefront like the other 2 jokes were.
Rey and BB-8, they need you. Now, go!
Okay, so there Finn goes. He's gonna go off and do his own thing, I guess. And I think we're going to be progressing into we're gonna be doing a vehicle section, which we haven't done in a few levels, right? I think the last time we did a vehicle section was back when we were on Jakku. So starting off on this vehicle section, we have to take out a whole bunch of TIE fighters here, 15 to be exact. And of course I am using the infinite torpedoes extra just to kind of speed things up for when later when we need to use torpedoes, we'll have them. Because the torpedoes are just kind of the way that TT Games, what's the word, kind of inflates or artificially extends the length of these levels. Because when you have to go get torpedoes, that kind of just makes everything take longer. And, you know, we're not trying to make these videos like 30 minutes, so we're just using infinite torpedoes just makes everything in the vehicle levels a lot more easy. Or a lot easier, I guess, is the correct grammar. Okay. We got one more somewhere. I think there's way more than one more, but we just have to destroy 15 total. Even though there's way more than 15 in the game. Which is actually quite helpful, because if there was only 15, that would be a pain in the butt to try to track down the last one. And whoa! So once this thing gets knocked down, you'll notice on the left, I think. Oh, see that? You guys might have noticed a purple stud just appeared like in the last little bit of that cutscene. That's actually the red brick of this level. If you haven't already collected it, it'll be a red brick. Alright, so now we gotta take out 8 of these shuttles here, full of stormtroopers. There's one right there. Oh, you gotta be somewhat distanced because they actually take a few hits to take out. Is that one right there? Yeah, he's landing. Destroy that one. So I always kind of wondered what was Finn going off to do in this time. Is he like using his lightsaber on some stormtroopers on the ground or something? I think that would have been a almost more fun section to play than what we're doing here. Oops, I didn't mean to turn around. I meant to do boost. Sometimes I hit the A button to boost, even though it's actually LT on the Xbox. And okay, so we got 4 more of these things to take out. Here's one right there. Uh-oh, we got TIE Fighter locking onto us. Do the old flip to get him off you. And And there we go. Destroy that one, and destroy that one. And I think that's all of them, right? Or is there one more? Okay. It's telling me to go over here. There it is. Boom. Okay, sweet.
Broadcasting on all channels. This is the General's transport. We are being attacked by First Order forces.
The General? That's our call, Snap. Right behind you, Black Leader.
Thanks for the fast response, Black Leader. Now take care of those Special Forces TIE fighters.
Special Forces TIE Fighters, which is basically just 3 TIE Fighters flying next to each other. But you can see there they're talking about the General, which of course is Leia Organa. So we're going to be meeting her after we finish this level for the first time. Old Carrie Fisher. Okay, so we got to destroy these groups. Basically 9 TIE Fighters. They're like travel in groups of 3. Special Forces TIE Fighters, as they called them. Alright. And let's see, let's go around this way. Where is this TIE Fighter at? There it is. Actually, it might be more than 3 per group, huh? Yeah, okay, there's 3 right here, but then there's a 4th one it's showing on the top of my screen, so I guess it's just a Special Forces TIE Fighter is just a group of several TIE Fighters, it seems. Okay. At least in terms of this game. Probably not in the actual movie. Yeah, I'm working on it. Calm down. Man. She's like, our ship's getting pummeled.
Finished. If you were thinking of hitting up the General for a promotion, then this would probably be a good time to do it.
And alright, so I think that actually finishes off the gameplay aspect of this level. And now we get to watch this nice cutscene of Leia.
The map. You've seen it.
Man, Kylo Ren, man, when he has the helmet on, he does have a pretty cool voice. And back in the background there, you actually saw a stormtrooper with a teddy bear. There he is again, in the background. Yeah, those are the best jokes, I think, is the ones where you just see little funny things in the background. I think that's TT Games humor at its best, or Lego game humor at its best. And so there's Finn. Finn, throw your lightsaber or something. Slice that ship up. That's hilarious. Ray!
He took her. He took her. She's gone.
Yeah, I know.
Goodness! Han Solo! It is I, C-3PO.
And alright, so now we're introduced to C-3PO and Princess Leia, old version. And for some reason, C-3PO has a red arm in this movie. I forget why. I don't even know if it's ever really explained. Again, that might be something that's explained outside the movies. But to my knowledge, they never acknowledge it in the movie. I could be completely wrong about that. I need to rewatch the sequel trilogy at some point. Alright, so Rey has been captured, and there's Darth Vader. Some Darth Vader, was that Darth Vader on his feet? What was she looking at just then? It's Lego Adam Driver.
Tell me about the droid.
He's a BB unit with a selenium drive and a thermal hyperscan vindicator.
It's carrying a section of a navigational chart. And we have the rest. Recovered from the archives of the Empire, but we need the last piece. And somehow you convinced the droid to show it to you. I know you've seen the map. It's in there. And now you'll give it to me. Don't be afraid. I feel it too.
I'm not giving you anything.
We'll see.
We'll see. And oh man, he's using like hardcore Force mind, whatever it's called. Mind control or mind withdrawal, like suck information out of people's minds. Whatever you call the Force power for that. Alright, of course he's afraid of not being as great as Darth Vader. Again, TT Games just has to throw a little bit of humor there at the end. But okay, that is it for the Battle of Takodana level. Chapter, what is that? Chapter 6 of the game. It's always confusing because it's chapter 6, but then this video is part 7 because the whole prologue and epilogue kind of throw things off a little bit. But yeah, that's it for chapter 6. So yeah, stay tuned for next week. So I highly recommend you guys subscribe if you're a fan of Lego games at all. I cover all the Lego games. Right now, of course, we're covering Star Wars a lot because we're trying to hype up and lead into and revisit all these old games before Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga comes out, which is going to be the biggest Lego game of all time by far. New game engine, next-gen consoles. The game's going to be huge, all 9 movies. But, you know, I cover other LEGO games as well. We do every character series where we go through every character in the LEGO games. And you see a lot of non-Star Wars stuff there. And yeah, there's lots of good LEGO game content from TT Games here on the channel. So subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, dislike it if you didn't. Let me know why. And comment any answers to questions I may have raised throughout this episode or part. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Stay tuned for next week here on Quick Break Games.